Flare 7 Days to Die with Silver Blade.
Damn it, son of a... Ouch.
You must remember to,
88 miles per hour!
Don't you feel foolish?
Greetings, minions, engineers, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade playing Space Engineers, of course, and this is episode 9. And, well, if you've seen the last 2 episodes from this week, yeah, I did a little bit of exploring, and in the meantime, I've done some mining. I've gathered silicon and nickel, and just kind of picked up things a little bit. Other than that, that's pretty much all that's gone on. I haven't done any more with clearing away this hill. That's just too much mess. So what I want to do, since it's dark out, is I want to add more solar panels to our power grid here. So what I'm going to do is just access it through here, and I'm going to turn off our rotor. If I can find a damn thing. There it is. So actually we'll do that. We'll kill the velocity. Let me see how there, if you right click on these, it'll set it to its default. Now I want to set this to 0. So we'll just, there we go. And then we can just slide this right down to that. And it should have that frozen in place. So the first thing I want to do is build a rotor, which I'm going to all the wrong commands to do it. Alright, so before we do that, let's jump up and make sure we're getting the right rotor for the job. So basically it's just a simple one here. And let's see, I think it was... we'll just go with that one, I think. Is that the same one? I think it is. Alright, so let's scooch them up here and make sure the orientation is right. So 90 is on this side. Okay. We're going to need steel plates for that. What else are we going to need? Construction components. Large steel tubes, motors, and computers. Alright, so let's get this rotor in place. So make sure the alignment is right here. Alright. There we go. So we can come down here, cool our jets for a second. Boom. Let's see. Alright, refill our tank here. As you can see, I got nickel processing right now. Alright, so we got one rotor in. Let's make sure we let's see, where did that go? Got this one. Did I get a different kind of rotor? Let's see. Oh, we put an advanced rotor in. No biggie. We'll just label that one Advanced Rotor 1. Alright, now we're going to set... Well, actually, before we do that, let's get some blocks in place. Before we do that, let's just go and put a simple rotor in. That's what I should have done in the first place. And to make it uniform, we will scrap this one. And botch that. Oops. Alright, so let's get the right rotor in place. think we can grab stuff through here. Yeah. So we'll get this up here. Ooh. There we go. Alright, so let's get armor blocks. Now we need 2 of them on top here. We'll weld these in. Now before we go crazy, let's go to the rotors. Alright, this will be rotor 2. This will be main rotor. Oops. Come on, get it. There we go. So this one is set to the 0 degrees. This one we're going to set to 22.5, which we'll just round it up to 30 or 23. So 23 degrees, and we'll lock that at that angle. Okay, now we're going to take and get some power, and we're going to need some D's. Let's see, what else are we going to need here? Steel tube, steel plate, solar cells. I think we got everything we need, so let's scooch them on up here. Now, as you can see, it's just a very slight difference in angle. Alright, so we need to... Let's see, yeah, that's about right. So come over to the other side. See if we can get a good rotation on this. There we go. So it's just slightly, it should be just slightly off from the one below. Come on. There we go. And we'll pop that puppy right there. Alright, let's weld these in. Alright, come back down. Let's see if we can fetch it out of one of these here. And we'll have to keep doing relays to get solar panels. Not a big deal. Okay, I think we got one more to go. Okay, and as you can see, it's just slightly off angle from that. That's just perfect. Alright, so let's get another rotor in, and let's make sure we're at the right orientation on this thing. So 0's on the side, we came in on the 90, so we should be over here. Now this one, okay, alright, that's 180, alright, so we were just another few degrees off, but not a big deal. Alright, we need steel plates and large steel tubes. Oops, kind of whacked into that pretty rough. Alright, get this one up in here. Alright, and then get the blocks in. So let's come back down, and because I like to keep my tanks topped off, just be on the safe side. Should pop in there. There we go. Alright, I'm going to top off our onboard power and hydrogen. now we'll get a new set of panels going here. Actually, let's... I think we can get away with that. Wait a minute, we can't. There we go. We're gonna have to come back up here again, I'm assuming. Actually, shoot, I just forgot. We need to set the angle on this one. So this is rotor 3. And this will be at 45 degrees. Alright, so now we can put our panels on. Now maybe we can do a counter this way. There we go. Alright. Come back down, get some more solar panels and steel tubes. That'll work. Actually more than we'll need, but that's fine by me. Alright, come back down, get some more solar panels. Doo-doo. And something's not looking quite right on this. Maybe I have to increase an angle. Get up there, you. Cue nausea cam. Alright, maybe I have to give power to these. That's probably why they're not really lining up right. Because it doesn't look like... I mean, one's kind of angled. The above it one is not. Let's double check this. So, rotor, main rotor is at 0. Rotor 2 is at 23 degrees, and rotor 3 is at 45. Okay, I see how that goes. So we got to give these a little bit of movement here. So just for giggles, we'll go that and that, and it has upper and lower limits, so it's not going to go any further than that. So there you go. You see, it's got that spiral shape. Now we need to add one more layer to that, and we're going to turn off. Let's see, rotor. Make the velocity 0 again, just to be certain that it ain't gonna end up spinning on us. Need some steel plates. Alright, so I'll get the last rotor in place now. Let's see. Some still not looking quite right. See, this is 45. This one should be at 22.5 or 23 rather. Alright, so 90's gotta be on this. Shoot, I forgot. This isn't right. I gotta set these back to 0. Should have placed them before I put in the numbers, I guess. Alright. And I got a big ass mosquito floating around my hand. I didn't do this right. Yeah, trial and error. Okay, that's better. So they're all lined up perfectly in sync here, so 90 there, 90 there. Okay, let's get 2 more blocks up here. Weld these in. Get in there. There we go. And let's see. Let's start off on this side. Right. Make construction components. Derp. Probably don't need that many. Oh well. And rotate there. And rotate there. Alright, so this should be pretty cut and dry now. Should be, right? And we'll just throw the rest of our materials up onto these panels. Come on, get off that. There we go. Computers, construction components we don't need anymore. We need these, and of course we can't get any more of those. And I think I'm gonna need more solar panels. Indeed I am. Dong! I should have... Oh, that's because they're all right there. Great. Thought I made enough. Or at least a bunch more than I had. This should be the last one. And of course I'm going to need 4 more. Which are all the ones that I have in here. Because I counted correctly. Just didn't have the carrying capacity at the moment. Alright, so all of our rotors and solar panels are in place. Let's dump off this crap. Let's get that tank filled up. And recharge ourselves. Because I'm really anal about making sure that stuff's topped off. And that mosquito's giving me grief. Who needs trolls when you got insects, right? Okay, so we got a rotor on top that we haven't named yet. So that will be... I'll just... Rotor... 4. So main rotor we'll keep as is. This one we're going to... Oops. $23, because it doesn't do decimals on this, apparently. Oops, we gotta set the bottom Wait a second. Which one did I mess with? And didn't set it in because I'm hitting the wrong numbers. Or wrong key. There, I gotta confirm. What? Maybe it's this one I have to nerf. Yeah. Okay, so 23 degrees that way. And this one's gotta be 45 degrees. And this one's got to be 67 degrees, I believe. Okay, so as you can see, they're only partially moved, it looks like. So we have to give these a little little oomph to get them going, I guess. So get them in the positive direction. Alright, so that looks pretty wicked. But as you can see, it's sort of shaped like a screw. At least that's what the intendedness is of it. And I think what it is we're getting... I think I have to make this one 23 and that one 23. Because it's counting in the spin after it's been spun from underneath, so I have to counter that. Alright, it's not too rough to figure out. We'll make this one 23, and this one 23, and this one 23. In this case, they are exactly the way I wanted. Sweet. And as you see, it's sort of like a screw shape. If you know, you got this, then this, then this, then this, and that's exactly what I was going for. I was kind of under and overthinking it all at the same time. So now, when you spin it, and you only spin it from, or have it continuously spin from the main rotor, it'll spin the entire tower. And as you see, we're already starting to get some sunlight here, which is great. But what it is this will spin around, and no matter which way the sun is, at least one of these panes will get the full hit of the sun. Now, because they'll be spinning at a high rate of speed, all of them will be getting sun, and before they even have a chance to really discharge, or as in lose energy when they're away from the sun, they'll spin back around and hit the sun again. So it's just kind of like, as I mentioned in a previous episode, like looking at a film, a movie, where you just constantly see the frames moving, and you don't have a chance for just one frame to be fixated on or focused on. So let's give this sucker a spin, and we'll go to main rotor, and we will, well, first of all, we got to kill the velocity on the other rotors, because they're going to be in locked position with the main rotor. Good. Excuse me. Alright, so we will... what did I do wrong? Oh, it's because I got to do this and do this. Now it's spinning, and voila! We got the solar blunder of death. Do not fly near this thing. It will beat the shit out of you. Like, not joking. It will beat the shit out of you. And as you can see, as it's spinning, if you recall, there was only one pane that was getting lit up. It was probably two, actually, but now all four of these top ones are getting lit up. One is actually hitting 4 bars. The other one's hitting 3, there's 2, then there's 1. And it'll gradually build up so that all 4 of them are at least 3 bars. Because there will be a spike and a dip, a spike and a dip. But they will all get a peak energy input for each pane. And it looks like this second row here is starting to get energy. As the sun's starting to come up. Then this pack, and then this pack here will start getting charged up. So we'll start actually getting a good draw of energy for the base, so we won't have to rely on either the nuclear reactor from there or from the gadfly to power the base up. And I got the assembler going right now, but as you can see, we got actually, yeah, we got to go here. Small reactor, and this is the one from the base. This is the one from the gadfly. Alright, so we'll go back up here to battery, and this is the base's battery. Right now we're getting 3 megawatts. Oh wait, I'm sorry, we got current input of 0 right now. Doesn't sound right. So yeah, we're getting some here. I think what it is the power is going directly to the assembler. We'll turn that in the refinery off real quick. And we'll go back to the battery. And as you can see, it is getting 430, 394, 371 kilowatts an hour. And it'll start building up even more as we get more sunlight. So we'll turn the assembler and the refinery back on. We'll turn the reactors back on. I will be building more batteries to store the excess energy, but as you can see, it's working pretty good. And as you can see, it's building up power. So if you think that spinning them around isn't going to be beneficial, well, this looks like it might be to the contrary. You know, they're not losing power fast enough. They're actually gaining power more than they're discharging, so that's good. And you can see it's starting to build up here. These were red just a second ago, and then these will start lighting up in a second here. Give it a couple seconds and it'll kick in. But yeah, that's kind of the idea that I had all along, was to do a solar screw, so to speak, because it does look like the threads of a screw going up. And I think I might have it actually spinning in the wrong, yeah, spinning in the wrong direction. So let's spin them the opposite way. And there we go. So there we go. That's kind of the way I wanted it to go in the first place, but it's kind of pretty. So that way the top veins, yeah, they're just kind of this way. It doesn't really matter which direction you go, I guess, but I prefer to have it going in this direction since the sun is like out in this direction here. But yeah, as you can see, it's starting to charge up. They're not losing power faster than they're gaining. So it's good. And it looks like we're starting to light up this one here. So we got one green, one green, one green, two green, 1, 2. And the other two should start charging up here in a little bit. But you get the idea. It's working. Yeah, I think that's 3 green, 4 green. So there we go. We got them lighting up. And as you can see, some of these are at 4 bars. None of them are below 1, at least up the top. So yeah, it's a working concept. So if you had your doubts in me, well, I have just proven the concept works. There might be situations where it might not. But for here, on this planet, works pretty good. And it looks cool, at least in my mind. And, you know, to have them on offset angles like that at let's see, it'd be quarter of a quarter full quarter turn. So you do the math, whatever that means. Anywho, we're at the end of the episode. I hope this has been educational, especially for those of you guys that want to do a solar-powered base, and go off of energy, or you just can't find uranium and you really, really need the juice. Well, here's what works for me, and as you can see, it does work. And you don't have to track the sun. You don't have to get special scripts. This is all vanilla, baby. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, or learned something from it, or both. Like, dislike, comment either way. Share if you feel it's necessary to share. And subscribe if you haven't already. Also, follow me on Twitter, at SilverbladeDag, D-A-G-G. That way you can keep up to date with my channel when videos come out, as they come out, when I get extra content out that's not on my regular schedule and stuff like that. Today should be Friday, so you probably have seen that I've already snuck in an episode this week. Not on my schedule, not a game that I've played before on camera. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, for me it's Monday morning, so, you know, I don't even know what their comments are for that yet. But anyways, hope you enjoyed that. So anyways, until next time, see you later. Twitch.